Hello friends, in my previous video, that means in the first part of statement of purpose, we have learned that what is SOP, what is statement of purpose, and we learned that SOP is an essay which describes you as a person and your aims and ambitions to seek admission to a particular course. It speaks about the person's journey of life as well as the qualities he nurtured during his journey. And now, in the present video, we are going to learn the language used in SOP, then what should be avoided and what should be there. In short, do's and don'ts of SOP, and we are going to study few samples of statement of purpose. So students, if you want to go to foreign countries or any other state or any other university and for further education and you are applying for the admission for a particular course, at that time you have to express yourself in very impressive and effective way. You must express through telling what potential you have, the very need of the admission, your area of interest. You really are seeking for only this college or this particular course as your future goal is based on this, etc. And giving all details all together in written form is what we call statement of purpose. And this new technique, the skill of writing, the format we have learned already. Now let's learn what should be the language used for SOP. Here it is. Language for SOP must be lucid and it must have convincing power. It should be grammatically correct. There should be effective and impressive statements. It should reflect positive attitude and confidence must be reflected through proper use of language. Don't repeat vocabulary or statements. Even negative statements should be avoided. Informal language should not be used. Your language must reflect your own personality. It should be real to your own personality. Now let's see what are the do's and don'ts of SOP. What should you do while writing a SOP, statement of purpose? First, keep positive attitude and confident tone. Secondly, be organized and be specific. Don't just say something because you want to impress the committee, right? Then use concrete examples. Here your story must contain not only qualitative aspect but it must have measurable quantities too. Then your reasons to your choice of course must be satisfactory. Give worth explanation for this. Then state your strengths and be honest as possible. And for this, you can dedicate few lines to explain what happened. Okay. Then use effective and impressive language. Edit and re-edit to make a final draft. Understood? It means you have to be very sure that you haven't missed anything and your SOP must be literary picture of you as a person. Now let's see what should not be there in SOP. First, your SOP should not be too much lengthy. So you can customize your essay if you are applying to multiple institutions or universities. You must customize your statement accordingly, as every university has its own cultures and methodology. So you can customize accordingly. Then don't make weak introduction. So your introduction must be impressive and real to your character. Don't boast or brag. Then don't beat around the bush, as it may cause to lose interest. So be real and don't beat around the bush, or don't boast or brag, because it portrays the insecurity. Okay. Then don't give contradicting statements, as it reduces your credibility. Then don't make weak introduction, because it may be overlooked. Right? Uh, Sorry. Don't wait till the last moment. It means don't write at the last moment, but start before 2 or 3 weeks. So here is again SOP in short. Describe yourself as a person, your aims and ambitions, write about your journey of life, give an idea about your innate qualities or strengths that differ you from the crowd, explain reasons to join the course, state your likings, hobbies and interests, write about that university, faculty, campus as you have researched. Here is a sample for getting admission for MBA course. Let's read. Maybe it's the fact that I grew up with the four siblings that had to share everything, but I always wanted something impactful to call my own. So, still, I was small. I set my sights on owning my own business. My parents owned a small restaurant on the corner, and we lived right above where we worked. Even as a child, I loved the small business setup, including the ability to set our own hours and being able to make close connections with customers. It was also hard work, combined with many instances of dire situations where changing regulations or a slow month would really tighten the financial situation my family faced. However, the invaluable lessons I learned about running a business will stay with me for a long time. In keeping with my goal of one day running my own business, I have made it my goal for the past few years to learn as much about the mechanics of business management as possible. During the past 2 summers, I have interned at Mason Schwab, where I was a project management intern for their marketing and advertising department. During my 2 summers there, I was responsible for designing a series of small and campaigns on social media to encourage brand awareness as well as customer engagement. This experience showed me how important positive perceptions of the brand were to perceptions of a product, and I hope to apply this concept to my future work. I am applying to this MBA program in business management because I believe that it will heighten my business skills and tie my experience and knowledge together in a way that will enable me to manage my own business in the future. I look forward to taking courses and collaborating on projects with like minded peers who will become potential partners in the future. This MBA program is an excellent opportunity for me to gain knowledge of the market as well as complex concepts of market dynamics in order to create and run a viable business. Now, this second example is of a statement of purpose, that is the master's degree in finance. I believe that a master's degree in finance will prove to be a perfect fit for me for my goals in life due to its overall academic excellence as well as its focus on corporate finance and its role on these industry oriented situations that we are living in. I believe that my exposure to the financial service industry will give me with a wonderful opportunity to be able to apply my acquired theory and knowledge in finance. I am planning to utilize these strengths while they relate to my interest. My passion for the field of electronics and mathematics has led me to selecting electronics and communication engineering engineer for my undergraduate course. After my graduation, I also continued with my PGDM in the field of marketing and finance. I have always found myself enjoying such experience and have always been strong in particular areas which need problem solving, mathematical and analytical skills. I am extremely anxious to be able to combine my aptitude and knowledge in this aspect. In order for me to achieve my goals in this career, I have to learn a whole lot for more regarding the current techniques and developments in the world of finance, financial applications, financial markets, acquiring the necessary hands on experience in the field of financial analysis. I believe that a master's degree in finance from your university will give me with the theoretical knowledge and understanding as well as an in-depth idea involved in practical approaches in doing research skills. I am interested in building my skills with this degree. My goal is to attain a demanding, rigorous, and rewarding post within this profession. I know that I still have a lot of things to learn, and I'm very much willing to explore the horizons, making myself very useful in this field. Here, one more example of statement of purpose, that is getting admission at MBA program. Most graduate programs require students to write one or more essays as part of the application process. MBA programs often ask applicants to answer several specific when they failed or to describe a situation in which they had to deal with conflict. If you are applying to an MBA program, it is very important that your essay clearly answer the specific questions. So with such introduction, you can write statement of purpose in this way, having 5 to 6 paragraphs, and concluding paragraph should be very impressive and the admission committee should be impressed by your writing or impressive use of language. And here is the last sample of statement of purpose for master degree. The move towards an international economy and unprecedented growth regarding free trade and exchange globally has brought extremely immense opportunities in developing new tools, methodologies, and instruments, especially in the field of financial management. In this very challenging environment, in which I plan to contribute by evolving optimal and meaningful solutions to different problems in finance. My goal is to accomplish a career in the field of international finance as well as academic research where I could further advance in analytical approaches to the field of financial management. In order to achieve these goals, I have to learn more regarding current techniques and developments in finance, financial applications, and financial markets, and obtain hands on experience regarding financial analysis. I believe that I can do this by means of master's degree, which will give me theoretical understanding along with an in-depth idea of the practical approaches involved in aiding managerial decisions making, as well as research skills which can allow me to develop expertise in the core features of financial strategies as well as global corporate financial operations. Being familiar with computer applications, strong quantitative skills, as well as experience gained as I work on different school projects have all helped me in developing sharp analytical abilities and have offered me the needed confidence in in tackling advanced problems at a macro level. I'm looking forward at applying all my abilities to the available immense potential opportunities that are being made available with a master's degree. I have chosen this master's program due to its high quality research facilities, outstanding faculty, as well as emphasis on the comprehensive learning environment. I'm hoping to experience a whole lot more, learning deeper into business dynamic culture, which will eventually give me an edge in working effectively. Thus, these few samples of SOP will give you some sort of information or idea about how SOP should be written. I hope through this learning, through this video, you will try to write a good SOP of any course. Thank you, students.